So here we are. It's been a little while since we've been on social media, and to be honest, we've just been working, right? So we have tons of work and we're dedicated to getting stuff done, so we haven't had time for social media. We've gotten in a good spot with everything, so it's like, oh, we need to update everyone. People have been messaging, asking, what have you been up to? What are you doing? So here we are, tons of projects going on. You saw the Pro Mod is out there. It's getting picked up this week. I don't even think we've done a video with this car. So this car came from California. This is a amazing LS Fox deal. It came to us for a rewire. So had problems with it since the start, and we're just here to get it going good. It's got a lot of really cool stuff. This is very much a street car. Full radiator, trans-cooler, twin turbos. I mean, this thing's a bad dude. But we're about halfway through wiring it now. It's he just converted to methanol. A lot of y'all may recognize this. It's missing its cover. So we're gonna make some bracketry to get this all back on there. So but this is a very iconic, so this is a Nelson Racing Engines. I think it's a 427. But yeah, the turbo kit's artwork on this. Very honored to work on this car, looking forward to it. Like I said, we're about halfway through. We have all the inside wiring done, sealed injector harnesses all done, bulkheads wired. So it's getting very close. We mounted the leash panel, EGT stuff's behind there. All the electronics are on the door. Brady will come around and show that stuff. And then yeah, fuel cell and all the electronics are back. This thing has a ton of stuff. You have to excuse there's some mess, but I'm in the process of heat shrinking and looming everything. But Dominator, 60 injector setup. That's actually Pro 600 ignition box. We got all the wiring for this, and like I said, the main harness is done. Bulkheads, you know, trans, rear, everything's ready. So it's just kind of finishing it up and buttoning it up now. But yeah, so this one's been here for a few weeks, making great progress on this. This has actually got some really cool stuff coming up with this car. You'll see more on that. This also, I guess, would be a good segue into our switch panels, right? Yeah. So we're now custom building switch panels, and we're going to offer these. You know, be patient with us while we get all this figured out. But we're custom building these switch panels, you know, getting all the switches, wiring them, flying lead harness with the Deutsch connector. These are actual Carling switches, not some eBay wannabe. And a real, you know, Lovoto disconnect. These things are super nice. And then Maven brackets. But we're going to be offering these as a package. And we got a few different offerings coming out for that, so keep an eye on the social medias. We'll probably update here, but also, you know, feel free to DM us if you're wanting one now, because we're actually already made several that have gone out to customers. So we're going to be offering like kind of a complete package, and we have more stuff coming, but this is kind of the first thing. So I think that kind of updates this car. Should we go to the other shop now, or no? Let's go talk about the Pro Mod. All right, so here it be, yeah, lots and lots of work. I don't know where we were at for an update the last time we kind of talked about this car, but I'll take you through the last couple months. I think, you know, it's been a month or two since we talked. Main things, you know, fuel tank. I don't think we had any of that built last time, so fuel tank and then the custom cage, we, you know, fabricated all that in-house. Plumbed the entire fuel system. It's all like Earl's Ultra Pro, crimped fittings, methanol. You know, fuel filter over here, Maven coil mounts. We got the coils mounted. Obviously, everything got wired. So we have, you know, like, I think we did talk about a sealed injector harness last time. The bulkheads, but everything's wired on the car. Shock sensors. This thing's got every sensor that you could imagine. You know, it's got a laser ride height sensor, tons of really trick stuff, tire and track temp sensors, and just, you know, everything to keep track of all the data. I think in the last video, I think we went over all the hardline stuff. So really, it was just, it's finishing, which, you know, as they say, the last 10% takes the 90%. However that saying goes, it's very true. The fine details and all the little stuff, it adds up, and that's what takes all the time. You know, it's easy to get a motor in and get the turbos mounted. Everything else is what takes all the time. We had the front end. We'll put the front end on so you can see. We painted. It had a bunch of raw aluminum. We had a body guy come paint all that. He painted some panels for us to just kind of clean everything up. So, you know, it's presentable. And then, you know, just getting everything finished up on the inside, wiring, air shifter, you know, we did the CO2 package in it, and then, you know, all the transmission sensors, and then all the rear sensors, the lights, headlights, tail lights, it's just everything, bump buds, just all the wiring. And pretty much, yeah, all the finishing details, plumbing for the trans cooler. So he's going to have a, you know, pit cooler. So we got the lines plumbed for that. So he can, you know, just open the door and plug in his pit cooler and cool in between rounds. And, you know, we did the puke tank in the back, cut that. So it's all nice and flush, battery mounted and everything plumbed back here so they can hook up the chargers without having to take the trunk off. And, you know, it's all that little stuff. All the taillights work like you need them to. A lot of people forget that detail. Even in race cars, you need tail lights so they can see where you're at when you're going down the track. And just, yeah, there's a million other things. But as far as this is concerned, we're pretty much done with this. We're going to scale that. Sorry, that won't be public information. But we're going to scale it. And we got like just one or two little small things to finish up. And then, yeah, I think he's picking it up this week. So, Pro Mod, that was our nickname for it, the Pro Mod. But it's done. It runs, it starts up, revs, it's great, goes through the gears, everything's good. So I guess let's head inside. So I think we missed a whole car that sat here. I don't know if it was in the last video, but Kona has a blue S550 that we did a custom twin turbo kit. Insert photos here, but we did a custom twin turbo kit on it, precision turbos, and like we did these really trick downpipes that went up the fender, and then like all the hot side, cold side. He supplied the turbos and whatnot. So that car was done. This car is just a local car, kind of like a friend of a friend deal, and they're needing the cold side plumbed on this. So we're gonna plumb it. We were waiting on some parts, a radiator and whatnot, but now, so we're gonna plumb the cold side on this. It's a pretty quick little fab job. Our fab tables here, I think this was here in the last video, right? I don't know. But fab tables here, got a vise, got everything set it up. Normally the welder's here. We were doing some welding over there. So, but I mean, this kind of fab table. These are Dave's headers. We'll actually take a sneak peek at Dave's car. We won't tell anyone. And then this is a customer. I think this was in the last one, but there's a customer from up north. This is like a complete build. He's getting the engine transmission from Dave, and then we're doing turbo kit, wiring, and a whole bunch of stuff.
What kind of engine?
Coyote.
Nice.
Coyote swap. Ford and the Ford, right? So yeah, it's going to be a Coyote. I believe this one's twins. And then we're doing Holly on it. We're going to tube the front end, and like it's getting a lot of really
motor plate, mid plate.
Motor plate, mid plate. Yep. And then I think Dave's doing a whole bunch of suspension and other stuff as well. So let's sneak down, take a quick little peek. Dave will probably kill us. Maybe we won't show the inside, but. I guess the turbo kit's not on it. I don't know if everyone's seen the turbo kit, but here's Dave. So the motor is here. This is the actual motor that's going in it. Is a bad dude. It's gonna hold tons of power. He's got the intake. I mean, everything's on. I did the injector harness on this, but that's it. Dave is actually wiring this car. It was time for Dave to get a little kick, and he's learned how to wire his own stuff, and he's doing it. So I'm kind of giving him pointers along the way, but everyone's got to start somewhere, and we determined this is the one. Dave's gonna learn how to wire a car. But when you get the turbo kit back on this thing is awesome. But I think he's hoping to have oil pressure here. I won't give a time frame, but he's hoping to have oil pressure soon. And I think that kind of gives you an update of where we've been. Let's finish it up on our side. All right, so I guess this is like the last little update, but really a really big update. So throughout all this, we've been short on space. You can see that we've been kind of in two shops. And it's real echoey in here, so I'll try to talk a little quieter. But we've been in two shops and Dave's, and then we had a storage area, but we're just running out of room. So we talked to these people. This one was still available. This is right next door to the other ones. So we actually just, me and Brady got this one. So this one's official. This is going to be the actual Streetcar Joe headquarters. And we're going to share the one next to us, which we were in with Dave. And then Dave's going to have his entire one for himself. So we're going to be moving over here and doing all of our work over here. And yeah, so it'll fit the same number of cars. It's pretty much the same size. you know, we'll be able to fit 4 cars in here. We're thinking, you know, the long-term project, wiring project, and then like wiring and a turbo kit or something. I think we're gonna get a lift in here. Brady, do we need a lift?
Yes, we need a lift.
Okay, Brady says we need a lift. So, but yeah, so this is gonna be like the new official, and it'll be nice to have all of our stuff in one spot. So the welder's gonna be over here, all the, you know, bandsaw, sanders, and all that, the fab table, everything will be in this spot. So we'll have our own dedicated place, won't be shared, and we're looking forward to it. We're looking forward to it. So I guess that kind of gives a quick wrap up. I think we're going to put the front end on, so we can do one last little video with the front end on the Pro Mod. But yeah, I think the things to note here, if you're needing work done, slide into the DMs. We're filling up quick. We already have a bunch of more projects, you know, that are en route on the way. We got a couple wiring jobs. One's coming this week, big jobs. And then we have some turbo kits, and we have a whole bunch of stuff in the works right now. So if you're wanting some work done, turbo kits, wiring, hit us up. We're accepting work, and our time frame's still pretty decent right now. It's not super backed up. So hit us up. If you're wanting some parts, you know, keep an eye out. We're gonna be offering more and more. We got the switch panels, we got some other wiring stuff that's just, it's a convenience thing. It's like, I do this for every car, so I just wanna offer it ready to go. So we got a few more that's in the works. I think we're gonna actually get a website going maybe to try to do some of this stuff. I don't know. We have a website, scjfab.com. You can go to it, and like, there's nothing there yet. But I think we may set it up so you can just go to the website and see that stuff. Give us some time. We're learning as we go here. Did I forget anything else? Sorry we've been gone. Now that we're back in a good spot, I feel like we're gonna try to do more regular updates. We just had a lot of work, and we were focused on trying to get stuff done, and you know, the videos go to the side when that's happening. We don't have a full-time media person, so you know, we focused on the work, and we finally can breathe a little bit, and we're like, we need to get an update video out there, so that's why we're here. Anything else, Brady?
On to the Pro Mod.
On the Pro Mod. Let's get front end on. We'll show one last video. Okay, so there you have it. There is the finished Pro Mod look. Teardropped bull horns, the front end all painted black. Ready to go. It looks so good.
It's done, but is it fast?
I don't know. Let's see.